Hello everybody! Welcome to another edition of Vesper's Retro Reviews! I'm Ramsis, and I'm here to bring you another edition of our baseball retrospective for Season 2 of Vesper's Retro Reviews. And this time we're going NES, that's right, the famous baseball game that was found on the NES, Nintendo Entertainment System, has an interesting history. This game was actually released originally in 1983 in Japan for their Famicom system, and then it was released for the arcades in Japan, and then it was released for the arcades in North America. So it just kept getting a lot of play until finally it became one of the original released games on NES. You know those black box games? Remember those? This was one of the original black box games, 1985, when this game came out. So we got a 2-year-old game for Nintendo in 1985 that was already out in Japan 2 years prior. But I think it still held up well. It's an interesting game, a little different than what we played on the Atari. The earlier systems really were limited in what they could do. Finally, Nintendo was getting it together. This is more of an organized baseball game. But how good is it? Remember, it's still premature. It's a 1983 being played on a 1985 system. So still a little old school, but I think we're going to find something interesting here. So with that all out of the way, let's start up and see what we got. See, you have that familiar theme. All the NES games have that familiar opening. Like you remember Pro Wrestling, if you watch that review of ours, that had the same opening. So Nintendo used very similar sounds in their early games. They didn't realize that they were building on something here. They thought it was all just going to be in a similar family, but that's a story for another day. Let's start her up and see what we got. So I'm going to push start here. Now, as you can see, there's no real anything teams. You have a letter, and that's your team. So they have an A, C, D, P, R, Y. So you can make up whatever cities you want. Atlanta, Chicago, Detroit, Philadelphia, R for Rochester, and Y for Yonkers. I mean, whatever you want these letters to be, it doesn't matter. Really, all you're doing here is selecting what color you want your players to be. And I honestly don't know what colors are on each team, so I'm just going to like randomly select the team. And I'll pick R for Ramses. There you go. See, my name's Ramses. I think R for Ramses. The computer already picked C for Colorado, so or Chicago, whatever they're going to be. So R for Ramses. Let's see what team we got. Here we go. Push the start button. There we are. You get that familiar theme all over again. Let it play. All right. So I'm the purple team. All right, it's purple. I like purple. Cool color. And I'm playing against the red team. It looks like the Phillies here, or maybe the Cardinals. I look like I'm the Rockies here, even though the Rockies weren't around at this time, which is interesting in itself. But yep, here we go. So I'm the purple team, and I'm playing against the red team. That's pretty much what it is. I'll be R for Ramsey, so it'll be easy to keep track of who I am. There you go. It's a foul ball. So this is like a regular baseball game. It has foul balls. It has balls, strikes, slow pitches. There you go, 2 balls. And it has an ump. So I think they did a pretty good job. This is an old school game, early 80s. Oh, alright, so now they're going to field, and let's see what happens. Alright, so they got me. That's 1 out. So you see on the bottom left, that's where all the stats are. You have the balls, strikes, and outs. That was a ball. So in this one, it's actually pretty easy to tell when it's a ball, so that's pretty good. I hate games where it's very hard to tell, and you don't know until it's too late. Oh, it's a foul ball. And the good thing is you can move your batter around. You can't really move the pitcher around, but the batter you can move around. So you see, I was able to get it better. Let's see what happens. Alright. There you go. That's a single. Yep, there you go. So you can move the bat around, get a better position. You can actually steal, but I think in the first inning we're not going to do that because I need to get a run going here if possible. Wow, 101 miles per hour. Now that's a fast pitch, folks. So you should know that that was translated from kilometers per hour. So they didn't really change the numbers. They just changed the letters. So it's really kilometers per hour. That's why you'll see 101, which is ridiculous, right? Alright, so there we go. Alright, so let's see if we can run here. Yep, there we go. Let's go to third base. It's going to be close. There we go, safe. Alright, so we have 2 men on, 1 out. But we have a double play situation here, so we got to be careful now. So, take a pitch. There we go, ball. So far this is fun. This is actually a very basic baseball game, but I think they do capture the flavor of it very, very well here. Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, so I'm not going to run, hold the bases. They're going to catch it. That's a pop-up. Oh, that's not. Alright, so here we go. Oh, the ground rule double! Oh, wow, this game even has ground rule doubles. That's the first time I've ever seen that, folks. I did not know ground rule double existed in this game. So when the ball bounces over the wall, that's called a ground rule double. You get 2 bases. That's pretty cool. I did not know that was in this game. That is pretty cool they were able to program that into an early Nintendo game. Alright, so far, we're doing pretty well. It was a lot of fun. I haven't played this game in so long. I must have rented it. I did not own this game originally, but I must have rented it because I do remember playing this. Or a friend had it. You know, friends always have different games. You never know what. So I must have played it before. It was a lot of fun. Ball, yep, ball two. So, yeah, it's basic baseball, and I'm having fun already. This is much better than home run. I'll tell you that much. I mean, home run was like a ridiculous version of baseball. This is like I actually feel like I'm playing a baseball game. I can see why this game has such a long shelf life. It really is. Oh, pretty. It is pretty good. Yeah, I will give him credit on this. All right, so let me focus a little bit. I want to try to get a hit now. That's the goal. All right, they're gonna keep checking third. That's a. I don't know why. I'm not stealing right now. Why would I steal home? That doesn't make any sense. But whatever. All right, go home. There we go. All right, so that's a good hit. 1-1. Let's go for it. That's all right. We got the sacrifice. We'll take it. There you go. That's 3 runs there. We got an out, but we got 2 runs out of that, so it was definitely a worthy sacrifice. That's baseball strategy right there. Ball. All right, so far we're off to a good start, but the fielding can be very tricky in this game. So any lead you have is not safe because the fielding in this game, see how slow they move in the field? Really a chore fielding in this game. And they did that because they want a certain perspective. You don't really move, the screen doesn't move, so they have to slow down the players to make it look like they're running a far distance. So it's all eye trickery that they're doing here. And they're slowing down the outfielders to make it look like they're running a really long distance. Otherwise, the game would be too easy for the fielders. So they had to slow them down, so it takes a while to chase the ball. So little aspects like that they added to the game here. All right, so now, and I like how they shake their head, so it looks like a real baseball pitcher. He's deciding what pitch he wants. He's talking to the catcher there. Little nods like that. It really is like realistic feeling. Oh, foul ball. All right, close. That would have been a nice hit. So you want to try to get it on the left. You see that opening there? You want to try to get it right to the left there, like that. Oh, look over their head. Yes. Good hit. All right. So we have man on first and second out, 2 outs. And let's position ourselves here. All right, here we go. Up. I don't like that they keep checking. That's a little annoying, because why are you checking the first base runner when you have someone at second? I think that makes 0 sense. All right, keep checking him. I'm not pushing anything here. That's a waste of time. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's going to be an out. All right, so we got 3 runs here. There you go. That's a good start. Very good start. Can't complain with that one. And you get a little jingle here. All right, and now it's our turn to pitch. Now you can't move on the mound, so you can push at the controller. Nope, you're stuck on your position. So really, your goal is to pick what pitch you want. It's a D-pad on the Nintendo, as you know. So if you push up, it's one pitch. If you push down, it's another pitch. Left or right, we'll move the ball to direction. So that's the real strategy here. You got to decide what pitch you want. So I'll push left now. Yeah, it's a curveball. It was outside, but that's the idea. It's going to curve. Now if I push down, it's going to be a fastball. So watch this. Well, they still nod off the catcher, and there we go. We got a fastball now. There you go, foul ball. Alright. Now I gotta decide what pitch I want. Now we'll push up. That's a nice slow ball. So there you go. So that's really all you got to do as a pitcher. You're just pushing which direction you want to go, and it'll be a different pitch. Now they don't really swing at balls much. That's this computer's very smart, I've noticed while playing this. So there. All right. So now the fielding's automatic. See, I'm not even touching anything. And that's it. So if they don't catch it, they don't catch it. There's really nothing you can do about that. That's all automatic here. And they're very slow, like I told you. And that's a triple, because the fielder didn't catch it. There's nothing you can do about that. It's automatic fielding. So just like that, they have a triple. So now we're in a little trouble here. Let's see if we can get out of this mess. Alright, so that's how you pick off. You push the A button direction, and they'll automatically toss to it. Alright, so they're going to score, but if we can... Oh, see, the fielding is very stupid. That is the downside of this game, folks. So get used to this. See? Nothing you can do about it. The fielding is awful in this game. There's really nothing you can do about that. This, unfortunately, the downside of the game. The horrible fielding. Alright, so now they have 1 run, no outs. So let's see if we can get out of this here. That's a ball. Okay, here we go. Try to curve it around them here. Let's see if that'll work. Alright, yeah, that worked. Alright, so that's how you strike them out. You gotta have that curve or the slow pitcher. That's the... Fastballs will hit very easily. But you gotta do that when you want to try to get something by them. So you like to see that, you need that. That's a foul ball, good. Yep, foul ball. Slow call there, but yes. I was like, are you gonna call it or not? Alright, so here we go. Alright, so now I want to strike out. No, he wasn't falling for that. Try something. Alright, pick him off. Okay. Alright, here's the pitch. Alright, we got him. Alright, that's one out. Strikeout. We needed that. Okay. We have a little breathing room, but we're not out of the woods yet. One man on. Alright, ball. The computer's very good at taking those balls. That's another downside of this game. They're too smart for their own good, you know? Alright, hit him. Nope. Fielding sucks in this game. Okay. But now we have him in double play formation. That's good. So if we can get the double play, we are definitely out of this situation. Let's see. Nope, went to first. Alright, so forget the double play. They just stole a base, and now we're in trouble here. Alright, so let's try to get out of it. Strike. The fielding sucks in this game. That is going to be pretty much my biggest complaint. Everything else is pretty good. But I don't like the auto fielding. I think that limits you too much where you have no control over your own. Oh, they went back. All right, bases loaded, but that saved the run. All right, so this is interesting now. We got to really get it in the infield somehow. And then we can hopefully throw it home or get the double play. That's the... Want to see an interesting game? You got an interesting game, folks. Close as it gets. We have bases loaded, one out. We're up by 2. Home team's batting here. Foul ball. Alright, that's a good situation. Now, if we can strike him out, we're in good shape. Let's try it. Here we go. Try a little trick here. Up to pop up. Alright, get it. Alright, now I don't think they have the infield fly rule, so like if you couldn't avoid it on purpose and then double play, but I think it's automatic, so there's nothing I'm going to do. Like I said, fielding's automatic in this game, so it wouldn't have mattered. But I don't think they have the infield fly rule. They drop it. I don't even know if they have errors in this game. That'll be something interesting to see if they even have errors in this. They don't have that on the scoreboard as an option. There we go. Ball. I tried to get him to swing. It didn't fall. Give me a lot of trickery. We can get out of this situation. I think we got out of it. We did. Alright, not bad. We got 1 run. We got out of a lot of danger there. Pretty good. Let's get some more insurance runs, because this game will catch up quickly. The computer does not let you stay ahead for long if you're not... we'll take a pitch. That's fine. Right down the middle. Alright, swing. Here we go. Alright, so here we go. Nope, hit it right to the shortstop. Alright, so that's one out. I do like they have left-handed and right-handed batters. I was worried originally they were only going to have like one side. Sometimes they don't think to, you know, alternate like that. But no, this game's pretty good with that. I mean, they all have generic stats. I don't even know if they have stats. I think everyone's just whatever, you know, it doesn't even matter. So I think it's all just cosmetic. They're all the same. You can do anything with anybody pretty much. That's a hit. Alright, let's go. But advance to... Alright, it's gonna be close. We got a double. Alright. Yep, the ump said safe. I like how they have an active ump in this game. It really makes it more real. Ball. Alright, let's see what we can do. I would like to get another run before the inning ends. Let's see if we can do this. Alright, maybe. Maybe. Go over. The bases were slow, but we got the run. That was my goal. We got the run. There you go. We should have stayed at first, but got the run. Alright, so now we're in the 2nd inning. Now we have a 3-run lead. I want to try to protect this, so we're going to be a little safe here. Right, foul. Yep, foul ball. Alright, he swung at a bad pitch, so there you go. Able to trick him on that one. Now, let's go for the strikeout. Oh, we got him. Yes, alright, 1 out. Take it. Alright, now we're going to throw inside. Up, hit and fall for that. So you can see why this would be a lot of fun. Imagine playing this in the arcade, because this was in the arcade. It's the exact version of this game. It's actually in the arcade. It's hard to believe, right? Alright, so we have 2 balls now, so he's not falling for our tricks here. So let's try a curveball. Get it? Yes, we got it. Throw it. All right. So far, so good. Let's get a 1, 2, 3 inning here. Come on, team. Come on, Purple Ramses, right? Is that what we'll call this team? All right. Go for the curve that time. See, that's what I mean. I think it also matters if they're righties or lefties. That might have something to play with this. Yep. All right. That was a good curve also. Come on, strikeout. Whatever your name is, Mr. Pitcher, let's do it. Here we go. All right. No strikeout, but there we go. 1, 2, 3 inning. That's what I wanted. All right. I feel better now. So you see you have the nice scoreboard up there. Very informative. All right. Here we go. Let's try it again. Pad on that lead here. I'm not afraid to blow them out. I'm not like current base. Like, oh, you can't score 21. Yes, we'll score 21. I'm not afraid to do. Ah, he got me with a slope. Okay, so position of center here. Just a bit. Is that fair? Ah, it is fair because he got me. Alright, well, it was a good try. Fortunately, like I said, they have no stats, so every player runs the same. There was no, like, super fast player that you want to get that with. Oh, but that's a hit. Oh, no, it's not. Too fast. Yeah, see? You never know in this game. A fast recovery was what I was doing. Can you believe that? And that's a 1, 2, 3 inning. So, they did it back to me. Alright, so now we go into the 4th inning, and we have... What is the score here? Oh, no, we have a bottom of the 3rd. Alright, so that was top of the 3rd. Now we have bottom of the 3rd, and it's 4-1 R. Alright, that's it. Oh, ball. I'm having fun. I remember this game. It's been so long, but I remember. It's just basic fun, you know? This is what baseball is. Home run is not baseball. It's a fun little two-player game there or whatever. But this is like, at least I feel like I'm playing baseball here, you know? This is like, feels like a real game. Like, curve. Oh, he took it. Oh, it's very hard for them to swing at bad pitches. They're good. Alright, so now we'll have to go a little in. There we go. Alright, full count. You know what full count means? When you have 3 balls, 2 strikes, that's it. I mean, something on this pitch is going to happen. Foul ball. Unless they get a foul ball. Again. Alright, maybe. Yeah, there you go. That was pretty good at bat for him, but didn't work. Alright. Alright, curve to the... Yes. Alright, come on better again. Close. Oh, got him. That was a close one. Ooh. That was like 1 step away. Ball. Alright. Go. Inside pitch. Taking him off. No, I don't want that pitch. Alright. This pitch. That wasn't a good pitch either. Why are you not going along with the pitch I wanted here? Doesn't want that pitch. See what happens. That's a safe. He might be safe on that one. Let's see. Oh, got him. Woo. Alright, intense, right, folks? Alright, so we go into the 4th inning. It's 4-1 R, which is me. Now, here we go again. Oh.
Hey! What's this?
Are you here again?
Hey, I was in the other part of the building doing my nefarious planning for a company, and you're actually playing a baseball game.
Yes, it's part of our baseball retrospective. I keep telling you.
Well, no, this is actually baseball. I recognize it. Look, it's the Royals versus the Cardinals.
Oh, is that the team? Yeah, I couldn't place who the purple team was. Oh, that's right. Yeah, they do look like the Cardinals in the world. Oh, there you go, folks. That's what the teams are supposed to... Oh, that's enough.
Knowing you was probably saying it was like the Ramses team.
Well, it said the letter R. So
it says, if you look at the screen, it says RC. For all I know, you could be talking about RC Cola.
No. It was Ramses.
And even better, even if it is RC Cola, it's Royal. And you're the Royals, so there you go.
See, you were talking to me, I struck out Twilight Paint. See what happens when the Vespor shows up, folks. But anyway, what do you think of this game? So this is a baseball on the NES, that's what we're playing here.
Oh, I had this on the NES.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's a very basic game, but it was fun for what it is. Although, I hate to say it, but I mean, like, less than a year later, I mean, there were such better baseball games out.
Oh, I know. This game was made in 83. You missed my opening. I told everybody this was out in Japan in 83. And then it worked its way around the country pretty much. And then when the NES came out in 85, they didn't change anything. They just, like, put some English in it, and it's the same exact game. So there's a 1983 game. So this is already old by the time this came out.
Well, you know what? It held up pretty good, except for the fact that your guys are crawling on the ground, it seems, to go get that baseball.
Yeah, and I was telling the folks that, too, that the fielding of the game is the biggest weakness here. They had to move really super slow to even things out. Otherwise, it'd be super outs very quickly. So they sort of make the outfielders a little slower. You know?
Well, I just want to say, if you think about it, in one respect, this game is absolutely 100% fair. And by that I mean, nobody can be an ace player here.
Yeah, that's true. See if I can get him. Got him. Woo, close. All right.
Not bad, not bad.
So we're moving to the 5th inning now. So now, unfortunately, we have Vespor joining us here, so this should make the game very interesting now.
Yes, no, well, actually, come to think of it, these characters look like they're still playing the orange marmalades and the blue splotches. I just want to point this out to you.
Oh no, double play. Yes, I know the characters are cartoony. I would say they're not realistic, is what I would say. Like the NES can do better. We'll see later when we get further in our baseball retrospective that the players do get better looking on the Nintendo. Like this.
Well, no, I mean I fully recognize this is a baseball game. You got the clearly defined bases. You can see the bat. It's not like a lightsaber, and that's definitely a baseball he's throwing.
Oh yeah, it's a circle. Sounds
Doesn't look like a hand grenade.
Yeah, that's very true. Oh, that's a 1-2-3. Oh no, it's out. He dropped it. All right, we'll stay at first.
As I said, this is the great equalizer.
And we're going for
What in the world just happened up there?
I don't know.
He looked at it and was like, nah, I'll let the guy behind me get it. You're lucky.
They didn't know who to get, so. Oh,
that's not good for you.
no, and I can't go back, so yep, nothing I can do about that, and that's
You
it.
should have been able to go back, shouldn't you?
Yeah, I know, but it wouldn't have worked because they were just throwing a stick on it. So
Run down play.
Okay. There you see, that's why this game is actually pretty good. I mean, things like that happening. In home run, that's not going to happen. It's pretty much,
No, in home run, every play's a run down play.
Right. And this one, it's kind of realistic. You can play the bases, you can decide if you want to move and how to juggle the runners. So it's actually a good aspect of it.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I fully remember I played this game hardcore for like about a year, and then another baseball game came out. Because I watched baseball back then, I, of course, went to the better game. I can't remember the one I played after. It might have been a year or two after it. Might not have been a year. Like, RBI was a good one. Although my favorite one of all times on the Nintendo was the Legends of Baseball. Because you have Babe Ruth and Honus Wagner and Ty Cobb and Mickey Mantle.
Well,
Hank
we'll check
Aaron.
that one out too. I think it's on the list. I think I looked through all the games, and you'll have to wait and see if it makes the list or not.
You see, that ball went literally right through him. That made no
stinks.
sense.
All right, so they got another run because I don't know why it went right through the fielder there, but it did. And now
Hey, I just realized something. Look at it this way. You're on the Nintendo, and the Nintendo is really where the baseball games started to come out.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I think this helped the system too. Like baseball wasn't the reason I bought Nintendo. Like I said, I didn't even own the game, but you can see what this system is capable of doing, which is pretty impressive. I mean, in television and Atari, you used to always argue who has the better games, who has the better this, and then you look at Nintendo, and it's not even a contest. This is much better than anything the other two companies were able to do.
Hey, well, here's the thing about it, though. Just thinking back, since, this is actually a baseball game, and I don't mind to talk about a real baseball game, not some war simulator that's called Home Run, which is definitely not baseball. You have three people standing in a line, and that's just not baseball. It really isn't.
Double play, alright. No, this is baseball. See, that's fun. Like the double play in home run, you're just running around with the orange guy. It's like whatever. You feel zero satisfaction from it.
Well, I don't think you can steal bases in home run.
No. You can't even really get doubles or triples in that game. It's like all just singles and home runs.
In television, the baseball game there looks like a real baseball game.
Oh yeah, it does. I mean, it's similar to this. I mean, this is much better, but at least it had the right idea. Yeah, this is what it.
But however, it had the same problem of all in television games: the control pad.
Oh yeah, with the disc and all the numbers. Yeah. I
hope you got your cheat sheet, people. Oh, good lord! This is probably the best thing about the Nintendo is you got two buttons and a D-pad. Start, select.
Can't be any simpler than that.
Which means you can't mess things up.
There we go. We got out of it. All right. Not bad. 4-2. And as we move into the 6th inning.
Absolutely.
Alright, so the...
But if I recall correctly on this game, doesn't it start up with like letters for your team or something like that?
Yeah, you get to choose what letters team you want.
Well, do you remember any of the letters?
Yeah, wasn't it like A?
That's Astros.
And then there was like B, wasn't it?
Ooh.
Boss,
Was there a B? I don't remember. I was
or
hoping-
Braves. B could be Braves.
Oh, if there's a B, yeah, then it has to be
Yeah.
the Braves.
Yeah, and there was a P, could be the
Pirates.
Phillies, or
No, think about it. I already identified these two, so that has to be Cardinals. That has to be the Royals. Those are the colors of the team, so I guess that's just the first letter of the team, so you know who it is.
And they have a Y, which is probably the Yankees,
Yankees.
obviously. So yeah, I guess that's what they did. They just used the first letter of an existing team, and you just sort of had to piece it together. What?
Absolutely. But the problem is, it's been so long since the 80s. I don't remember if this is their away uniforms or their home uniforms.
Oh, I don't know. It's been a while. Yeah, I mean, where are we in the 2020s now? Who remembers?
Well, to me, baseball died in the 90s, but that's another story.
Well, that's the story of another game. We're honoring baseball, not bad-mouthing it. Well, look at that. The shortstop just ran away from the ball instead of fielding.
Oh, that's why I said this game.
Oh, but we might get him.
Oh,
That was close. I know the fielding's the biggest downside of the game. I don't know if you heard me saying that before. I said the fielding in this game is the biggest drawback because you have no control over it.
But don't worry, folks. If you absolutely suck at baseball games, this one's for you because you don't have to worry about it.
That's true. Fielding's always a bad aspect in some of these. Sacrifice. Alright, so one man on third, one out. Let's see if we can get a...
Hey, you know what this feels like right now?
Oh, but not getting out.
You know what this feels like? Can you guess?
Oh.
A Mets game.
Will you start with the Mets jokes here, folks? He likes making fun of the fact that I'm a Mets fan.
Hey, I'm a San Diego Padres guy, and once Tony Gwynn retired, that was it for the team.
Oh, well, yeah. Good. Alright.
Misplay, you should have thrown for a double.
I don't know if that would have worked. Oh, the old slow one. Let's see.
There you go.
Oh, boy, that's
Got
what it
him.
does. Alright, but now we need some insurance runs. We're getting a little close here. It's 4-3 now. 7th inning.
Stretch, baby.
No, that'll be in the middle of the 7th. Alright, took a pitch. That was
Well,
too
that's
slow. Alright, here we go.
Well, I always consider the 7th inning stretch as the 7th inning itself.
I love how the feeling gets better for the computer. For me, it's like, oh, the Keystone Cop.
Hey. This isn't a midway game. They're not rubber banding.
Yeah, well.
You just stink.
I have no control of the feeling. What would you like me to do?
Well, play a better baseball game.
Well, we're going to play 20 different baseball games.
What's this wee, white man?
Oh, you're going to play too. I already made that announcement in our first playthrough.
Oh, no. I must have missed that.
Yeah, well. Fun.
Well, I'll choose which ones I want to play. Although I did give you a hint of one I definitely will play, which is the Legends.
Alright, good. So that's one. Alright, so that was 1, 2, 3 innings. So I'm not doing well here now all this time. I haven't scored since the 2nd inning. Now that,
Maybe it's because your boss is sitting next to you.
oh, well, now it's the 7th inning stretch. You want to sing Take Me Out to the Ball?
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Blah, 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 blah. Because you don't want to hear me sing.
Now I have 3 balls here. This is not a good start.
You're just trying too hard to straight down the center.
A ball.
You know, probably if you actually had money, you'd be sitting in the back and probably get clobbered by a foul ball.
Oh, yeah, especially in the 80s. They didn't have nets back. Ah, all that for an out. There you go, miss.
That's right.
So what do you think of the idea? They have the umps calling everything. They have sound effects here to make it sound like you...
Well, it doesn't have the sound effects from one of the earlier systems. I can't remember the name of which one it was, where actually it's like line drive and all the other stuff.
Oh, yeah, what was that? Wasn't that the new television one?
Was it?
Sure, we'll have to look at it. Alright.
There we go. I do remember back when I was a kid, I was an ace at this. Could always throw that pitch you just get right there.
Oh, that.
Sometimes you get lucky, and the catcher will actually catch that foul ball and knock him out. Sometimes.
Oh, that was a strikeout.
Like I said, if you hit it just right,
Yeah,
that's
you got
the
that
secret.
corner just right.
But you know what? He should have choked up, got closer to the plate, try to force a beam or something of the likes.
Alright, moving to the 8th. I need another run. I have a weird feeling this is
Don't worry, folks. We know exactly what's going to happen. Since he's a Mets fan, what that means is he's going to be in the lead until the 9th inning when the other team hits a grand slam home run.
Like, I don't want that stuff. Yeah, exactly. It's like, all right. I mean, you know me. I don't want to get into it. You know, I mean, Mets games are blown by a horrible. Yes, all right. That's it.
Do you know how many times the San Diego Padres have failed a game because of the San Diego Padres?
No, I don't, because I don't watch the San Diego Padres. All right, here we go. Now, they do that a lot, as I mentioned. Vespor wasn't here for that, but they keep trying to pick you up like I'm trying to steal.
This game isn't big into stealing like RBI.
Uh-oh.
Hey, that's a typical play.
That was bad luck. But that's a double play, folks. You know, I can do with that.
No, actually, this game isn't that bad. I mean, it's not like the horrendousness that is home run baseball. I mean, even the Intellivision's fun to watch because once you get good at it, it's like you're actually playing a real game of baseball because you do have control of the infielders.
Yeah, that's true. I like where you can control the field. I don't know. I like this game, and we'll talk more about it when the game's over, but I think it would have been nice if you had more control over the field. I think that's the downside. I don't like where the computer can decide if it's going to be an out or not.
Well, I mean, just think about it. This is an early baseball game. It's probably one of the first that you could actually call a fun baseball game because even though the Intellivision's controls are wonky, it doesn't look like baseball. You know, it really doesn't. It looks better than home run, but to be fair, if I drew a couple of stick figures, I would be... Oh, look, I told you.
Did. That's what would happen. There you go, folks.
But no, I mean, I could draw a couple of stick figures and make it look better than the home run.
Yeah, I agree. That's just... I mean, I understand. When you have no competition, you can pretty much do whatever you want, and that's pretty much... Then when you start that competition, you gotta try a little...
There you go.
See?
See, it's getting me excited. It makes me feel like it's old baseball.
I know, just old, no shifting, no one pitch per pitcher, no, weird stuff. Regular, plain, old, ordinary baseball.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, 9th inning. I want to try to get that insurance run now. Come on. This is getting stressful. Which is good. Baseball should be stressful. That's what it's...
Oh, absolutely.
I don't want to slow. All right, so you can't hit anybody in this game.
Well, obviously.
Because that went right through my head there.
Don't worry, there's nothing in between your ears anyways.
Yeah. I don't want to take that. Oh, it's a ball anyway. All right, I thought that'd be a strike for sure.
Well, I do remember like some of the games, like Base Wars, later on. Whoa, that's out of the park.
Yeah, it went backwards.
But no, as I was saying, I remember in Base Wars that literally, if you upgrade or get the right pitcher, you can literally control the ball, hit it, bounce off the ground, it stay on the ground, and jump up just high enough to get to the strike zone.
That's right. Yeah, I forgot about it. I mean, Base Wars is one we're going to check out, so definitely stay tuned.
I'll play that one too with you.
Yeah, Base Wars is fun. We're definitely going to do that one, but that's a long way as we got to work our way up the ladder. We're trying to go in order here historically. That's cool. So we got to start with the beginning. We have, the Atari and television, and now we're on the Nintendo.
I never played the verses of this. I remember it being in the arcade, but I never had any of my friends that wanted to play it. We was always playing Street Fighter, Samurai Showdown, other things like that.
Oh, yeah, those are the classics, I know. I never played Versus either. I mean, I always did one player, but I mean, with my brother, I would play a lot of. That was a strike. I would play a lot of baseball games. That was always very competitive and fun when you have siblings and you play these baseball games.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, me and my friends in school and otherwise, we played the crap out of this game.
All right, so this is it. Bottom of the 9th. I didn't get that insurance run I needed, so we got to hold this one run, or it's going to extra innings. So here we go, folks. Let's see what happens. Outside. Oh, that was fair. Sure, every time I do it. Now let's watch Slowy McGee here in the outfield.
Easy a triple. Maybe. Oh, no, he stopped.
I was going to try to let him. All right, so this is not a good start, folks. We have a man on second already. Ball.
Don't worry, you're not the Mets. You're the Royals. The Royals don't do what the Mets do.
Let's try picking.
I don't ever remember once picking anybody off.
I think that's all just cosmetic. Yeah. I mean, you'd have to catch them as.
Well, actually, if they're stealing, because I know you can steal in this game.
Yeah, if they're
that's the only
running,
way.
You probably get them. Yeah.
Get him.
Yeah.
He choked on that one.
Yeah, that was.
Although I know for a fact you can move around in the batter box But the computer doesn't want to do it in this one.
Uh-oh.
You're trying to be too fancy. Just give it the heat. That's not the heat. But I'll take a pop-up any day of the week. As long as I catch it.
That's the big... Alright. One out we needed.
Ooh, I like how the pitcher teleports back to the mound. You know?
Absolutely. Alright, this is it, folks. Oh, boy. So what's the situation? Let's put this out there. We have 2 outs. 1 man on second. We're up by 1. This is it.
Babe Ruth's up to bat.
Why'd you say that?
Because he obviously played for the Cardinals, right?
Oh, brother. We didn't play with a...
He's probably walking.
Oh, you don't do that stuff in this game. Uh-oh, they tied it up. Alright, we're going to extra innings. So.
Is there extra innings in this game? It's been so long since I played it.
I guess we'll find out. Alright, let's try to get out of it here.
You got this. There you go.
Alright, let's see what happens now. Is there another inning? Nope, that's it. Alright, it ends in a tie, I guess.
After all, remember, this was made in 1983, played in 1985, but it's got the same new rules of baseball. In the fact that, in the new kinder, gentler baseball is shifting, it's better if nobody wins. We just tie, shake hands, and call it quits there.
So there you go. This is the first time I can say my game ended in a tie. There's nothing I can do about that. But hey, I didn't lose, right? But yeah, that was baseball NES. A lot of fun. The fielding sucks in the game. That's going to hurt the rating very badly. Everything else is a lot of fun. I like the arcade toony style of it. It's a lot of fun. I can see this is great if you're playing.
Yeah, it is the Yankees. Look at their color.
Look at that. The white team over there. So it's a lot of fun. And yeah, I ended in a tie, so I didn't lose. There you go. I don't know what else to say. It's silly that they didn't have extra innings in this game. I think other earlier ones had it. Like I think even Home Run and the Intelligent, I think they actually had extra innings. So it's very weird that the NES version doesn't. But
well, no, actually think about it. You put your money in to play the verses in the arcade, since they probably didn't change too much about it. They probably just kept it this way for that reason.
Right. Don't forget, this was made also with the idea that it was going to be an arcade game, and it was. But I had a lot of fun. That's a fun game. I think the fielding sucks, and that's the one downside of the game, but I like everything else. So, and I'll give you my ratings in a second. Let's hear what Vesper's thoughts on this game.
You stink.
All right, there you go. So that explains baseball. Thank you for joining us for our baseball retrospective. So the next one in the series, we're going to try to do 20. We'll even do more of these fly by fast, and you guys like these, we'll do even more of these. But the goal is 20 baseball games that came out from the 70s all the way to the early 2000s. So we're going to pick, not every game, but our favorite ones or ones that looked interesting or ones that are of note. Like this game's a game of note. This
oh,
is
yeah.
The first good
there's
baseball
so
games
many baseball games out there that, quite frankly, there's people on YouTube that have done them all. That's not going to be us.
Oh, no, definitely not. We're not doing every single baseball game we made. If that's what you're looking for, sorry. But we are going to have fun while we play these games. Vespor will sometimes show up. I never know when he's going to appear out of nowhere, and he did again here to watch me tie against the...
well, I actually came over here to make fun of you for playing yet another war game that's called baseball, but apparently you actually chose a real baseball game.
No, this one was a lot of fun. All right, thanks for joining us. We'll have more baseball games coming, and don't forget, me and Vespor will go against each other one-on-one. It's going to be a lot of fun when we do. We'll pick some of the better ones like Base Wars, and we're not going to do just traditional baseball. We're going to do the fun and the out-there baseball games, too. It's going to be very interesting. Stay tuned. You'll definitely want to see it. So don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that bell, and join us next time. And yeah, that's it.